Hello friends, welcome to today's video. I am here in my comfy clothes and without any makeup on, other than a little bit of lip gloss, because we are going to be trying out a face mask today. I have these masks that I received in my July Ipsy. They're from the company HUANGJISOO from Dr. Huang Beauty Lab, and I have two of them here. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use at the moment. I have the Shea Butter Nourishing Mask and the British Rose Hydrating Mask, and I'll have to see what they say the difference is between nourishing and hydrating. So in this review, what I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about the company, about the brand. I'll tell you about the product and its claims, and then we will get to using it together and I will tell you what my experience is. I feel like this is very bright. Let me figure that out. There we go. Now I'm not quite as blown out as I was before. So I did a little bit of look into HUANGJISOO, and there's not a huge amount of a story there. HUANGJISOO is the name of the person who started the brand. She talks about how she learned that her mother was suffering from psoriasis and eczema, and she started just spending her time looking for ingredients and good skincare and things that would help her mom. It's pretty general overall. There is a part in here where she talked about researching to find the best skincare, that her mom tried a lot of brands and nothing worked, that Dr. Huang traveled all around the world and studied herbs, and using botanical extracts she sourced, she created a zero toxicity skincare for her mother. I don't think there's any real meaning to zero toxicity. I've talked about my issue with the word toxicity before. Toxicity doesn't have to do with ingredients, it has to do with the amounts of ingredients. I mean, water can be toxic if you have enough of it, but they really focus in on this brand on organic, on vegan, on good ingredients, and they are also cruelty-free. It does say here as well, and I find this claim to be a little problematic, that after using the skincare Dr. Huang created, her mother no longer needed steroid treatments. I think in any kind of skincare, it's not great to make claims about what your skincare can do in terms of like going on and off of medications, but I understand that this is sort of a personal founder story, and if this was the experience, that was the experience. They're not actually claiming that if you use these products, it will do the same for you. They're just saying that is sort of the founding story of the brand. All of their products are skincare and body care type products. It's not a huge range of products. The masks are kind of the largest selection that they have. So in addition to having these two masks in the same range of these, they have 6 masks total. So in addition to the Shea Butter and British Rose, there is also Red Fruits Brightening Mask, Tea Tree Soothing Mask, Centella Repairing Sheet Mask, and interestingly, a Broccoli Plumping Sheet Mask. I've never heard of broccoli being an ingredient in skincare, never mind a plumping ingredient, so I find that to be interesting. And in addition to the skincare, or the sheet masks, I should say, that are part of this brand, they also have a few other sheet masks, a vegetable sheet mask, a grain sheet mask, a fruit sheet mask, and a water sheet mask. They also have some cleansing pads, some radiance pads, and some soothing pads. So those are where you get a jar of the little pads that are pre-soaked in something to be able to use for your skincare. They also have a number of different face washes, as well as an oil cleanser, and then a number of body washes. And I think one of the interesting things about the body wash is that they have 4 and it is seasonal. So I do like the idea of having different scents, a different experience for the different seasons. So I think that's kind of cool. And I believe that is all of their products. They're not crazy high price, but they're also not like, you know, you go some places and you can buy sheet masks for like, you know, $1 to $3 each. It's not like that. These sheet masks, you can buy a package of 6 altogether, and I don't know the price for that. I didn't see it, but if you buy a 5-pack of one of these kinds of sheet masks, it is $30. And that is the price that is both on their website, but also if you are in Amazon in the States, I did not see this on Amazon.ca, you can buy a 5-pack of one of these masks for $30. So $5 per mask, which is not super expensive, but also not the most bargain price I've ever seen. So let's get into looking a little closer at one of these masks, and let's talk about my skin lately has been a little problematic. I've had a few more breakouts. It's looking a little bit more uneven than it usually is, but that's totally on me. I am still so thrown off of my routine. I haven't been doing my skincare as well as I should be, and very infrequently, but it did happen last week, I needed to actually go into work. I work in a hospital, but I work in like a administrative side of a hospital, so not around any patients, but it does mean that I need to wear a mask when I'm there. And I did find that I had like some breakouts where my mask was more touching my face. So the claims on the shea butter mask is that it is for extremely dry skin, people with oil moisture imbalance or uneven skin texture. So I do think that some moisturization would be good for me right now. I don't think I have an oil imbalance, and I do have, I always have some uneven skin texture because I have acne scars from when I was a teenager, but a mask isn't going to solve that. But I do have, as I said, my skin tone is looking a little uneven. On the hydrating side, it says it's a solution for rough skin, dryness, and tired skin. And I think that's more me. I do think my skin, it's not uneven texture, but it does feel a little rougher. Like I have a little bit more texture going on. It's maybe a little tired and maybe a little dry, and getting some more moisture in my skin is never a bad thing. So we're going to use the British Rose Hydrating Mask. I can't imagine this is any different than any other sheet mask, but let's see what they say and how long I leave this on for. So it says it contains rose water obtained from British roses. The British Rose Mask provides intense moisture and nourishment to dry skin. The cooling water formula helps rejuvenate dry skin and prevents fine lines and wrinkles. After cleansing face, soothe your face with a toner. I did do that before sitting down. I washed my face with a very mild cleanser. I used my Pixie Glow Tonic, which is what I currently have. I like to use some kind of acid. That one is not lactic acid, it's glycolic acid. But I did not put a moisturizer on yet. Take the mask out of its package, put on, leave on and rest for 15 minutes, and take the mask off and slightly tap the leftover essence for better absorption. So pretty much what I would expect it to be. Okay, so let's get this on. I'll get looking real creepy with a face mask. Ooh, that has a lot of essence in it. Okay, it does have a more floral kind of refreshing spa scent, but considering it's a rose mask, that is to be expected. And it's a thicker serum that's in here, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I don't waste that serum because I'm gonna rub some of that into my neck and onto my chest. As always, it's a very saturated sheet mask when you get these. I hope this fits my face well. Ooh, it is dripping onto my carpet. This is so saturated. I have such wide set eyes. I was to make sure I'm not getting it in my eyes. Ooh, this is gonna stay on super easily with how very, very saturated this is. Like it just smooths right down onto my skin. And as I mentioned, there's the serum that is left in here. Not a lot, actually. Like it really is a thicker serum. It doesn't pour out like some other serums do. Oh, knocked the camera. But always good to get that onto your neck and chest. Treat it as well as you treat your face. And I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes and then I'll be back. And just rub the last bit into my hands too. It's been on for 15 minutes. Time to peel it off. It definitely stayed on super easy. I didn't have to worry about it dripping or coming off. It was super like well adhered to my face. I will say on my hands where I rubbed on the extra serum, it almost has, I want to say like a powdery feeling. Like that's not quite right, but you can definitely feel there's some kind of, maybe not even residue, just a different feeling. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily like sunk right in and gone away. There's still a fair bit of serum on my face, so I'll pat that in. But it also wasn't dripping at all. Like not only did it stay like really well adhered to my face because it felt like it was really saturated with moisture and a very thin mask, but yeah, it also wasn't dripping as I said, so that's nice. I don't know that I'll be able to tap all of this in. I think I'm gonna have to let it like sit for a while. But let's take a look at my face. It definitely looks like it's been moisturized, and it looks like my skin tone has been evened out a bit. Like there's definitely no kind of irritation or anything going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, but as far as face masks go, the scent wasn't overpowering when I had it on. I could still smell a little bit of that florally fresh kind of scent. It did feel like it was very nicely adhered to my face. As I said, my eyes are wide set, so I tend to have problems with this part of the mask being really close to my eyes, but it did not at all feel like it was dripping into my eyes or uncomfortable, and that happens a fair bit with face masks. But it also felt, as I said, like it adhered well, so there was a lot of serum that it was really getting into my skin. So as far as experience goes for face masks, I would say this is right up there. It felt very spa-like. It was a nice relaxing feeling. It felt like I was doing something really nice and moisturizing for my skin. So I'm looking forward to trying the other one. I will also say that because I want to make sure nothing happens that is bad to my skin in the next little while, I will put in the description down below, you know, my experience the next day, what my skin looked like, just so you can find that out as well. I will say that, as I mentioned, you know, it's $5 per use, and that's $5 American per use, so it's a little bit more up there. But I will say, you know, it's not my top tier of all time face mask, or sheet mask, I should say. That goes to the Tacha one, which I loved. I actually felt like that sheet mask gave me a number of days worth of looking more radiant than I usually do, but I really did enjoy the experience of this one. So I will say that it is up there as far as sheet mask experiences go for me. So yeah, it's a thumbs up from me. That is this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Up, I shouldn't point like this. That's not up, this is up. You know, so like this video. If you're not yet subscribed and you want to watch, you know, more of my videos, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.